Hello Capricorn, this is Turquoise Tarot. I'm back with your love reading for March 2016. If you enjoy the video, please like, share, subscribe. And if you'd like information on a private reading, I will post my website in the information box below. So I was having technical difficulties and I had to restart the video, but I left the spread. What I was saying is, what I find, I just started, so what I was saying before the video shut off is that what I find so interesting about your reading is we have a lot of major arcana cards here, and I'll go through the cards with you. We have the Magician here, which I believe he showed up in the general spread for you this month as well. Then we have the Five of Swords. We have the King of Swords. We have the Hierophant. We have the Moon card. We have the Star card. We have Judgment. The Emperor. The Fool. And for overall energies, at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana cards out of a 9, 10, including the overall energy. So what this signifies to me is that whatever you're experiencing in your love life this month, it's something that, you know, it's God, the universe, whatever you believe in, pushing you in a direction that is necessary for your growth and development. It is said that when a lot of major cards come out, it's a situation that we have less control over versus when we have a lot of the minor arcana cards that come out. That would be a situation where we have more control. However, the opening card is the Magician. So what this is telling me is you have everything necessary to make the best decision for yourself. You may not feel this way from what I'm gathering in this spread, but you really do. And you have to trust and believe in that, okay? You may be involved with an air sign, which is represented here by this King of Swords. This can be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And I feel like this air sign is trying to get away with something. He's trying to like one-up you, okay? Because the Five of Swords here is looking at this King of Swords. So I kind of feel like somebody's trying to win out in a situation. And it could be actually because, you know, we have the Magician here on the other side. So this could be your energy as well, trying to win in a situation with this King of Swords. This King of Swords, if it's not an air sign, we can focus on the characteristics that make up this King of Swords. And that is someone who is very matter of fact. He's not very good at expressing his emotions at times. He can seem a bit standoffish or cold. His words can be kind of cold and calculating. You know, when he's angry, he can kind of sometimes say things that are below the belt. And, you know, there's a whole range. I mean, it can be little things said under his breath, or it could be someone who's very, verbally and emotionally abusive. It just depends on your situation. The positive aspects of this King of Swords, however, is he is a very decisive man. He knows what he wants. He goes after what he wants. He's not all bad, It just depends on your situation and what you're dealing with, and what characteristics of this King of Swords that is in your partner or that is coming up for you in this reading. I see that this could be a marriage because we have the Hierophant here. So you could be married to this partner, or this relationship has been brought to you because there is something of a highly spiritual nature that you're learning out of this relationship or gaining out of this relationship. Some insight, some clarity about yourself. It's like, we don't have the Devil card here, but it can talk about like a karmic relationship where you have brought this relationship into yourself because there's some life lessons that you are going to be learning and gaining out of it. With the Moon card in the center, what this is saying to me is that there's a lot of illusion, doubt, fear going on regarding this relationship. I feel like you're lacking the clarity and insight that you really need to make a decisive action or decision for yourself. However, after this Moon card, we do have the Star card, and the Star card is looking at the Moon. Interestingly, for me, we have the Moon and we have the Star. This is all about night. You're in the dark, in a sense. But this Star card appears to offer you hope and faith that things will turn out okay, that, even in the darkest of night, we can still find hope and light, which is what the Star card truly represents. Emotional healing and balance is yours this month, with the Judgment card too. This comes after the Star card, okay? But for now, I'm going to focus on these two cards for a moment. The Moon also talks about our emotional side. And like I said, these two cards being together represents a situation where you feel like you're in the dark and your emotions are high, and you're, like I said, there's a lot of illusion or deception, fear and doubt within yourself because of this relationship. This Judgment card, as we can see, it's an angel blowing this trumpet, reviving, rejuvenating these people. The Judgment card comes after the Death card in the tarot. So it's like after a major life event such as the Death card, where we're asked to let go and release something, to be born into something new. When we are born into something new, we get this renewed sense of hope, and this is available for you this month. Like I said, we have a lot of major arcana cards here. So what this is telling me is whatever you believe in, God, angels, hope is yours. Hope is coming to you. Someone is looking out for you and wanting you to be healed. Okay? You could also be dealing with someone that takes on the characteristics of the Emperor. And the Emperor is someone that he likes things his way. He's very traditional. When I think of the Emperor in a love reading, some of the positive aspects of the Emperor is that he can be a man who's very mature. knows what he wants. He's not like the pages or the knights in the tarot where they have some growing and learning to do about love, about respect, about mutually giving and receiving in a relationship. The Emperor is that man. He's grown from the page to the knight to the king and now the Emperor. He can be an older man that you're involved with, or just he is someone who is emotionally and spiritually, mentally mature, and someone who is ready to offer and give someone else that, you know, equals that level of maturity, his time and his commitment and his love. The negative aspects of the Emperor is he can be a very traditional man. He can be very strict. He likes things his way. He likes things done in a very orderly fashion, and he decides what that order is. So sometimes he can be seen as like a controlling, domineering father figure, okay? Interestingly enough, next to this Emperor, we have the Fool card. And for me in a love reading, when the Fool card comes up, after like some of the cards that we've seen here, it says to me that you may be deciding to end a bad relationship where you feel very confined or trapped, or you feel like you can't freely express yourself or be yourself in a relationship, and you would be embarking on a new journey, okay? Independently. This King of Swords too, what it can represent for me is perhaps you are needing to behave like this King of Swords, where you set your emotions aside so that you can make a rational decision on this relationship, and you're not stuck in this Moon card energy where there's a lot of illusion and doubt and fear and what have you. It's like it's saying you need to come to a place that is much more logical and rational, and focus on what you know to be true versus your feelings about it, okay? With the Three of Cups here, for me in this reading, what I'm getting is this sense of renewal and rebirth and happiness is going to be something to celebrate for you. That's what I'm getting. I don't see a love triangle here. I don't see, you know, I'm not picking up on that. I just feel like this is overall, you're going to be celebrating this renewed sense of hope that you find within yourself. And, you know, this Five of Swords, again, he's looking at this King of Swords. And this is saying to me, in order for you to win out in this situation, you have to act like this King of Swords. You need to be logical. You need to be rational. You need to set your feelings aside and focus on what you know to be true. You need to gain that clarity and that insight, and you have it within you because you are the magician, okay? You may not feel like you do, like you have all you need to make a decision or what have you. You do. You have to trust yourself. I want to look at this Emperor card. These are my Vera Sofia cards, Italian Oracle cards, and I want to look at this Emperor to see if we can get additional messages about this card. So what it's saying to me is there's some messages coming in regarding the security instability of your relationship, and it's security and stability of your relationship. This card, Lamaneo, talks about nuptials, spiritual agreements. This can speak to, you know, long-term relationships, not just marriages, but, you know, when you're committed to someone and you've been together for quite, you know, some time, it can feel like a marriage. I'm going to look at the Hierophant next. So on the Hierophant, we have the jealous man or the jealous lover. This can also, I mean, it can speak to like possessiveness, frustration. Melancholia, this is the melancholy, depression, sadness, worry. And then we have Sacerdote, this is the priest. It could be saying you're unhappy in this marriage and there's a lot of frustrations. Could also be saying that, you know, you are feeling frustrated and sad in this relationship, and you may be considering a life of, you know, moving on past this relationship and being single for a time with the Hierophant. I'm going to look at the Three of Cups next. And again, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. There are a lot of, you know, people that will possibly watch this video, so don't, if it doesn't resonate, then I'm sorry. But if it does, I hope it gives you hope and helps you through something that, you know, seems challenging. So on the Three of Cups, we have Mercante. This is the merchant. This talks about agreements. And then we have Belvedere. This is farsightedness, being able to look out into the future. And El Lauro, the change. So it's as if you have this agreement with this person. You're seeing that, you know what, long term, is this going to benefit me? And there's a change that occurs in the relationship, and that's what you're celebrating. Okay, so finally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Oracle of Visions card and get a last message over for the reading. Oh, sorry, it's getting late here and I'm kind of tired. But I'm going to pull a card here just as a overall message for your love life in March. Okay, spread them out. So we have card number 44. Here's a woman. It looks like she's trying to cover herself with the feathers, and she's surrounded by swans. She's moving in the same direction as the swans. So let me see what this message is. Card 44. Okay, it says unison, common goals, shared values, at one with others. This card shows us a sense of belonging. We are at one with our surroundings and our relationships with others. We can move together with a common direction and purpose. Our presence is accepted and welcome. A young girl glides effortlessly through a gated lake in the companionship of a group of swans. Their speed and direction in unison, they become of one mind. They symbolize finding new friends or a group who share similar ideas. There is a strong affinity with other like-minded souls. Be wary of becoming just one of many. At some point, their actions, their direction, and their pace may not be yours. Where they are leading may not be best path for you. So, again, this really talks about you staying true to yourself, having the clarity of the King of Swords here. Get out of this, try to get out of this emotional space and gain some clarity and insight. You do have the help of external forces here with all these major arcana cards and the Star and the Judgment card, and the Outcome card looks very promising with the Fool. So that's your reading, Capricorn, for March. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe if you have, and I hope you enjoy your March. Thank you. Bye.